Okay, I really enjoyed your video. Uh, I teach high school, and
Oh, okay.
so seeing that you had what grade is it?
First grade.
First grade, having a first grader,
Yes.
and you were setting him up to just start whole. He's in charge of that conference.
Yes.
Like I mean, the way you start when he started, you kind of helped him out and gave him those leading questions and got him to where he remembered his goal. And I feel like towards
Yes.
the end of it, he had like you've made him repeat it so many times that it just flowed. And it's like you kind of tricked him in one way where he he came up with the goal first, and then you go, oh, you know what, I need to write it down for myself.
Yes.
Can you tell me what this is? And I was like, oh, that's
Yes.
smart. That's smart. I was like, oh,
Well, it's just real hard. It's just real hard to get the first graders to think on their own of their own goals. They can't come up with them.
yes. Oh my
So it's
God.
like
Hey, at the high
I
school
have
level, it's
to
the same way.
tell them. Okay.
So, hey, if they're starting then maybe by the time they get to me, they'll be great.
Yes.
I what I one of the things I thought was interesting was when he picked April 6th as his like I guess his data check day.
Uh huh.
Do you normally let them pick their day, or do
Oh,
you just say this is when we're doing it?
yeah. I kind of told them, kind of gave them I think the last time I did, because I've only done it one other time,
Hmm.
and before that, the end of the last semester, and I kind of just gave them when we had to do the next test, which was an eye station test, and that's at the first of the month. So
Hmm.
this one we were trying to do it with something different for him because he's one of my higher kids, and I thought I could push him a little bit more on something different.
Right.
Yeah, I just kind of told him how I think I told him I wanted to try it in a couple of weeks or give him 2 or 3 weeks to do that.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just pulled out my calendar and we were just kind of like letting him look at it. And I was kind of like, what do you think about this day here? You know?
Yeah. Well,
And
it
I don't
looked.
know that he would know any different
Well, that's what I thought. I
if it
thought
was
maybe.
a week or 2 weeks. Yeah.
I think you pointed to the week, and I feel like he
Hmm.
decided on the day. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think it was because it was that a Friday?
Yes. I
Yeah, I think
checked
it was
my
on a Friday,
calendar.
and that's probably why because I said, where do you think? And I think he thought of a Friday.
Yeah, he
Because it's
did.
usually our test days, so he probably just automatically thought, well, that's probably the day we would do it.
I loved it. I was just like, oh, that's smart. And then I pulled up my calendar. I go, it's a Friday. Oh,
Yeah,
he's thought that. I mean, it looked like
yeah,
he just kind of jumped to it, but I mean, that's the day I would pick.
yes,
So I really like that. I think I don't. For me personally, my conferencing hasn't been so. I haven't been good with my goal sheets. It's hard to go back
uh-huh.
with all of them. They're needy freshmen. um,
Yes. Well, it's hard to find time. That's the
oh
hard
yeah.
thing in first grade is like, when can we sit down with them and do that besides running records, besides
Yep.
data notebooks, besides value reading, besides skills,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
everything is just, and then teaching is just finding that time. So it's been very hard. That's why I've only been able to do it the one time.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I was even hoping, I hope this kid remembers how to do this.
He did. He did. I think when he might have been camera shy because he kept looking. So it's like,
Yes, you kept looking at the camera.
yeah. And so I was like, oh, he's probably just a little nervous. That how it is. They feel like
Right.
there's a lot of pressure on them. But then
Yes.
as soon as y'all got into the swing of things, he was, just going with it.
Yes.
He knew he needed to improve at least one grade, level.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't overly ambitious. He wasn't like, oh, I think I can only do half. So,
Right.
and you had him make that decision, and I thought that was good, especially for a first grader, especially for
Thank
that.
you.
And I feel like if his teacher next year can continue that kind of routine,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be, controlling that conference next year.
Yes.
It's just that thing you just got to kind of get them going, and I think you're giving him really the tools to run his own conference, which
Good.
as far as blended is, that's really kind of what they want. They want their students to um, lead it, be in control of everything, and
Yes.
he's pretty Yeah, it was impressive.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I only have, I mean, honestly, I only have a few of those that can kind of lead that.
Mm.
And the rest you're just kind of having, okay, we got
Oh
to do
yeah.
this score. You know, there's a number we have to be at.
Oh
I kind of
yeah.
have to more just kind of pick it for them and just let them know that this is what we're going to do.
Oh
So
right. Well,
I'm hoping,
it's
I'm hoping that, of course, by the end of the year, if I can get it to do it more often, like I should,
hmm
then they do. Hopefully, they will become familiar with it and then understand that they do need to set up their own.
Oh yeah. It's all about the just giving them the tools. It's a process. From what I've learned, we've been doing blended for this is year 2, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just last year train wreck. It was just a mess
Yeah.
everywhere. It was just rolling the dice and hoping it works. And this year it's really paid off. I mean, my kids, it's complete transparency. They know where
Yes.
they're at in their
Good.
reading levels. They know where they're at on our. I grade their essays as soon as I possibly can, so that way they know immediately where they're at, and they see. And I see that they can hold a
Mm-hmm.
conversation. With other students, they can hold a conversation when I have people
That's
come
great.
in
Yeah.
and do that. And it's not like they're confident in themselves, and so
Yeah.
it's just that hard work to get them
Yes.
there.
It's a lot of work, and that's just something until you find a routine
Yes,
of when do I fit
exactly.
it all in. Yes. So that's the
Exactly.
way we feel at first grade right now. Like, where do we find time to do everything? So it's been
Yep.
kind of a mess for us this first year too.
Oh yeah. That's how and it's fine. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yes.
That first year I learned so much, and the second year going into it, a lot of my decisions have been very just to the point. Um, I haven't this year given any kind of fluff assignments. Everything we do, there's a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and
Right.
so and it's that it's hard to do that, hard to make
Yes.
those decisions, but and it's
Mm-hmm.
also, I decided at the beginning of the year what I'm going to focus on doing well, and that's what it is. And next year it'll be a new focus, So it's
Yes.
just it's so many parts to blended,
Yes.
and to all
Yeah.
the goal setting and stuff like that. You just have to
Mm-hmm.
find your niche kind of
Yes.
deal. Like I know how to give them the data, and I feel like I need more of working on how to incorporate the conferencing, about that
Okay.
goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Yes.
I'm still a year ahead of me. I feel like I'm still trying to tread water a little bit.
Right. Well,
um,
I mean, like, it takes a few years, I guess, to get everything where we would want it.
yes, and at the time when you're doing, you're like, is there even any like point to this? But I really think
Mm-hmm.
there is. I really think
Yes.
they are. They all play games, they all play video games, and they all want to beat the level. They all want to beat the game, and it's kind of like that with school kind of
Yes.
deal. So
Yeah.
it's it's been helpful.
Yes.
I just need to get a grip.
Yeah, and I think a lot of us do, especially if we've been teaching for a long time. You already have your
Mm,
set ways, and
yes.
then coming out of that is it's kind of hard.
Yeah, and the same with the kids. They've been
Yes.
taught to hold, let me hold your hand. Let me
Yes.
get you your pencil and
That's
hold
our
your
problem
pencil.
in first grade because it's
Yep.
like they're so used to you just doing everything for them.
Yep.
Tell them
Yep.
how to do it. This is how you do it. This is the answer. This is how.
Yes.
This is how I want you to get that answer.
Exactly. That's how we have it here, and uh it's taken the whole year, but they all know to like ask each other, um
Mm-hmm.
look it up, read the instructions again, and my because I have a co-teacher, and I are less running around like chickens with our heads cut off. Because they're starting to take that ownership, and it
Yes.
just it's work and just sticking with it. It's so much easier to
Mm-hmm.
be like, there's the answer right there, and it's like we've had to learn,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Let go.
yeah, exactly, don't do it, just let them be.
Yes.
So yeah,
That's good.
yeah, I enjoyed your video, and um I see positive things happening. I see only growth.
Good. Yes. I'm
But
glad.
Oh, and that's it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your time and
All right. Thank